Hey guys, what's going on? And today we've got some stuff to do. The brakes are in, so they're gonna be going into the ZL1. But first I got an errand to run, so I'm gonna move the ZL1 out of the way and take the Bronco out and wait for it to. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Just so I don't get the brakes hot, so I can work on them as soon as I get back, because it looks like it's gonna rain. Alrighty, it's moved over. Let's go over here now. Let me put my keys away. Let me throw these keys inside. Alright, so while I wait for her to gain a little bit of a temperature, I'm gonna call up my barber, get this hair fixed, because it's not looking too good. Boy, did I forget how obnoxious this truck is. Listen to this. And just like that, boom, I've got a haircut. It took probably 45 minutes for me, took a minute for you guys. Now, I'm having issues with the Bronco. This is our second O2 sensor we burnt out in, I'd like to say, 2 or 3 weeks. I have this one disconnected now, simply because we don't know why. So I'm gonna call Holly EFI, see what the hell's going on, and hopefully if this doesn't take too long, I'll be able to get the Camaro done today. If not, we'll pick up this video tomorrow. Alrighty, I just tried to get in contact with Holly. I'm guessing they're getting bombarded with calls. So I guess for now what I'm gonna do is just move the Bronco and put the Camaro where the Bronco is, and we're gonna start off from there and start doing the brakes. Alrighty, so I got the car over here now, and in this box I've got the brake pads for the front and for the rear. I went with the Power Stop Extreme Z26s. They're carbon fiber ceramic, pretty good deal. Apparently they don't have any brake dust anymore, so that's always a plus. And let me get to this other box. Alrighty, got all the stuff out of that box. So, in this box, I've got my eBay special rotors. Yeah, they're Brembo. They're real. Got them off of eBay for very, very discounted price. Brand new. I already opened this one, that's why it's on the packaging. I do have to figure out which is driver's side, which is passenger side, because they are side specific because of the coolers here. But yeah, they are the direct Brembo replacement for this car. And also we'll work with the LSA CTSVs. So let's get this car up on the jack stands and get started. I think I'm going to start on the driver's side. Okay, so real quick before I get started. The driver's side code is going to be 0966513. And the passenger side rotor is going to be the same thing, but it ends with 23. Just for future reference, or if anybody does anything with the rotors, just so you guys know. Alright, so before I get the car up in the air, I'm going to go ahead and loosen these lugs for the front and the rear wheel. And we're going to go from there. Alright, so the wheel is off. I'm going to go ahead and look up how to take this apart. It actually is one of my first times doing this on a brake setup like this. I'm used to the whole no pins on it or anything, and it kind of just all comes out. But from what you can see, these brakes, I think it was time. It was probably time for these brakes to go. They don't seem too happy. This side's actually the better side. The other side's way worse. The other side has heat spots all over it. So it turns out this bolt here is a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna have to find a wrench for that though. I don't. The socket with even the short socket won't fit between the hard line for the brake here. Okay. Forgot to film it, but I was able to knock it loose. This is backwards now. Yep, it's backwards. Alright, so I got this bolt out thinking it was a lot longer. Not sure what to do here. I'm gonna guess that this entire assembly slides out, so bear with me here. So actually this is pretty easy to move out. I was actually able to pop it out by hand. Let's see if I can get it out further. Come on. There it goes. Alright, so that's out. Now I'm gonna assume these guys have to be punched out. Yeah, the opposite way. Same thing here. Let's see if a socket will do it. Yep, it's moving. Remember kids, everything's a hammer if you put your brains to it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to persuade it just a little bit more and get it fully out before I do anything else. So I got the top one out, and I was able to remove the bracket without taking that one out, so this should actually just come out. Or not. Maybe I have to persuade it out a little bit. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. So to loosen these up, I kind of just took these pliers and literally just opened them up with both hands to push the pistons out. So now this should all come free soon when I remove those bolts back there. Alright, so those bolts back there are on there with some Hulk strength or something. I can't get them out, and my impact is way too big to even fit behind there, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to Home Depot real quick and pick something up. Alright, we're ready to go. Gonna go ahead and put the socket on here. Let's see if this baby can zip it out. Let's go around the back. This is on backwards, yeah. Alright, let's see. What? That sucker's on there. Alright. How the heck am I gonna get this out? Alright, so I got it loose. Let's see if this guy will at least zip it off now. I literally had to use a hammer and hammer the bolt, well, the ratchet wrench while it was on there. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Man, this thing sucks. That took way longer than it should have. Ow. Alright, so time to repeat the same thing with this top one. Alright, so after a lot of banging, cursing, and bleeding, I got off that other bolt. Now I'm going to take this Torx off, and I'm going to figure out what size it is, and hopefully I can get it off. So it looks like this was a T30, so I'm going to put this on the lowest power, see if it comes out. Maybe a bit higher. There it goes. Out comes the old rotor. Let me put this down. As you can tell, these rotors have these little micro fractures all over them. It's not very good at all. So luckily the new ones that I have here are going to be much better. Bearings still look good. They sound fine. Alrighty, so the new rotor's on there. I reused the Torx that came on it simply because I really hate Phillips heads, and I feel like this is a lot harder to strip than a Phillips head is and ever will be. But the new rotor looks great. Now I'm gonna grab the new pads and put them on the caliper and rinse and repeat for the rear. Caliper's in. Next is going to be the pads. I might have to push out the pistons just a little bit further to slide the new pads in because they have a lot more meat on them. And I'm going to reverse the process. After that, I'm going to probably put in the bottom pin, put the clip on, the top pin, and then the big bolt. Alrighty, I just realized I put this on without putting the pads on, so I will have to undo this real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everything is now back on. This side's ready to go. Just gotta zip on the tire real quick. So I have to put this back together in a certain order. I put this bottom pin in first. I put the middle bolt on. I put this bracket over, stretched it down by pressing it this way, and then I pushed the pin through. And then I hammered it in from the backs. Alright, so the front wheel is on and ready to go. Now it's the rear tire's turn to go. Of course it's unplugged. Alright, the rear tires are off. Man, every time I take them off I forget how thick these tires are. So, the rear seem a lot simpler to do. It looks like I just have to push these two pins out and remove this bracket. And then the brake pads should just come off. Alrighty, new rear pads are in. Now what's left is to put this tire on. So, finished the other side. And as you guys can see, these were super heat warped. And both of them had really bad micro fractures everywhere. Plus the new rotors look a lot better on this. Really good. And the rear doesn't have rotors, but whatever. And the pads were pretty much torn up. They were basically done. So it's a good thing that I replaced them. Alrighty, so and with that, I'm not gonna go. And that's that. That's it for today's video. The car drives pretty good. If I get to drive it, I'll show you guys a clip. And my battery's about to die. So like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later.